Thanks for joining me. I just had to work on the beauty face component of the camera to bring out my best features. I would like to think that in this world that as we go on, we're supposed to be at a stage of heightened intelligence. And then when you look around the world, you see so many people in need, such a disparity in wealth. We're coming up to a point in history where the top 1% of the people in this world own 50% of the resources, which means that us, including you, we're left with the other 99%. That's not a good outcome for humanity. How much money do people need? The obscenity of just the wealth of some of these people. When you get into the millions, heading towards the billions, how much of that do you actually need? We have obesity in the Western world as a health epidemic, while the other part of the world starves. It's just unbelievable. The hypocrisy of it all, it's astounding. We watch media thinking that we're informed. I think the most of humanity is pretty stupid, if you'd ask me. What we've chosen to entertain ourselves with is brain mush. The amount of people who are addicted to reality TV live a world anything but reality. And just that whole Facebook culture. Let's take 72 pics and I'll put up the best one out first, because I can't be seen just to be a normal human being. Everything in my life's got to be a highlights reel. I've got to compete with you. I've got to be better than you. Sounds like a pretty soulless society to me. One that has no hope for a lot of our younger people. So we have to salvage something for them because they deserve better. We live in a time, I'm 46, so I'm not considered a young person. But we live in a time where we make our young people feel like they're responsible for so much in the world in which my age group and the ones before it are actually responsible for it. They've inherited the shit heap that we've allowed to occur on our watch, and we blame them when they don't have jobs. That makes no fucking sense. And so, as a society, we have to start to understand we've created a lot of these problems. What are you going to do about it? When kids have been raped in institutional care, just because they're not your kids, it doesn't mean that the crime is any less heinous. It is abominable. And the amount of institutionalised rape that goes on still in this world is unacceptable. These children need people like you and me to stand up for them. What are you going to do? Are you going to allow these kids still to be raped? Or are you actually going to develop that spine that was previously jelly into something that actually stands for something? We can't keep just all going to sleep. We can't just keep waiting for everybody else to do the right thing. It starts with you. Change your part of the world. If everyone does that, then we have a better world. Stop giving up so easily. Speak up when you see something's wrong. Forget about your financial bottom line. When you die, you can't take your money. Stop living a life where this is central to your existence. You are, in all purposes, a fucking idiot for playing that game. Wake up to yourself. Wake up to the fact of all the other people that were on this earth who have made a sacrifice for you to have a better life. All those people that fought for political freedoms, that fought against oppression, that fought for suffrage to give women rights. Everyone in this community needs to stand up, particularly women too. You're at a point in history where now you have more power than you've had in the last few centuries. Stand up with that. Don't act like the males that you're replacing. They've let us down. You're supposed to be part of the future. Do something about it. And for those men that are conscious like me, continue to be who you are. Don't compromise. Don't let the dickhead peer group mentality bring you down. Don't always think about what's right for the man. Think for yourself. You've got a brain. Use it. There are people in this world that don't have the luxury of having a brain. They might have been born or have acquired an ABI, an acquired brain injury. You're been lucky enough to still have that intact. Use it. Because if you don't lose it, you lose it. And once you lose it and everyone else around you loses it, we all lose it. We need to start become winners for humanity. Stand up. Make a fucking difference.